So the new era at Barcelona kicked off with a squeaky backdoor 1-0 win. But how did their nearest and dearest Real Madrid get on last weekend? We'll take a look at all the results and, of course, the latest predictions next. That's right, folks, back once again with another set of La Liga predictions, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football, we're all here under one roofski. That's right, boys and girls, we're all here under one roofski. So, let's get cracking, folks, and take a little look at it, shall we? That's what we're here. We're here to talk about La Liga. Before that, actually, just in case you missed it in other recent streams, I have two brand new Patreons. That's right, the Toms are now in charge over the Patreons. I think it was Tom Clark and Tom Beresford. That's right, 2 new Patreons, boys and girls, to join the illustrious VIP gang. Now, if you want to join the 2 Toms plus John Spurn over at the Patreon, check out the old link down below. It'll send you right over there. It's patreon.com/Roverseas, I think. So check that sucker out if you want to look to help push the channel up a couple notches and maybe help me get some new kind of content in the flux, improve some equipment, that kind of jazz. That's what we're talking about. Anyway, folks, let's kick it on. Take a look at how we all got on last weekend in La Liga. Let's get going then, shall we? Let's take a look at the criteria, folks. I judge both you and I on. If you get 0 to 3, you're in the shit-face gang. If you get 4 to 5, you're in the straight-face club. If you get 7 plus, you're in the top banana, boys and girls. So let's have a look at the results and, of course, my predictions. So kicked it all off. Leganés lost at home to Getafe 3-0. I went with a 2-1 win for Getafe. Not too bad indeed on that bad boy. Levante lost as well at home to Alavés 1-0. I went with the 2-2 draw, so I got that one wrong. Real Madrid did beat Sevilla 2-1 in the end. I went with a 3-1 victory myself for the former La Liga winners. Osasuna and Valladolid duked it out to a 0-0 draw. I went with a 2-1 win for Osasuna, so I got it all wrong. Eibar surprised us all with a 2-0 win over Atlético Madrid. I went with a 3-1 win for Atlético Madrid, so I got that one wrong as well. Mallorca also upset the apple cart, beating Valencia 4-1. That's a demolition. I went with a 1-1 draw, so wrong as well. Betis did beat Sociedad, my boys, 3-0 in the end. I went with a 2-0 win for Sociedad, so I got that one wrong as well. Espanyol under new managerialship again, kicking on further, 2-1 win for them away from home over Villarreal. I went 2-1 the other way, and Atlético Bilbao and Celta Vigo duked out to a 1-1 draw. I went with a 3-1 win, and of course, we all could bank on Barcelona with a 1-0 win. I went with a 4-0 win. And in the end, I got 3 out of 10, which means, yeah, I'm in the turd land, boys and girls. I'm in the turd land, the shit-faced club. Who's with me, brothers? Who's with me? We are QPR. You did all right for yourself. Not too shabby indeed. Cody Cahoe with an edit. Not too shabby as well. Newton Abbey also did okay for himself. James Scullion is in the shit-faced gang with me about bloody time. Nathan Heaver also predicting King himself. Down in the shit zone with me. Christian04 also absolutely honking. Yannick Bussler did okay for himself. Nadine Kedanka absolutely honking. Amaji Monday as well joins us in the poop zone. Adia Petra did a little okay for himself. Victor Fisher though stinking as well. Ultra Omamura not too shabby as well. Mohamed Nuru did okay for himself. Ishanush Boss did okay for himself with an edit. I'm just saying that with an edit. And Miles A did absolutely terrible as well. So that's what you guys did. In fact, there's a couple more for you. Ahmed29 did terrible. And LG and Cal, though, not too shabby indeed. Sunshine. So those are the boys there. So let's have a look at what the table looks like out in Spain at the moment. It is Barcelona leading the way on goal difference ahead of Real Madrid. There's Atlético Madrid and Sevilla, who are good 8 points adrift. Getafe up to 5th now. Sociedad down to 6th. Valencia 7th. Down the bottom, Espanyol still, but they're getting better. Leganés getting closer as well to the drop zone. And Celta Vigo on 16 points. They're going down to Segundo Division at the moment. Let's kick it on further and take a little look at the next round of matches, shall we? Alrighty then, so kicking us all off this weekend, it will be Osasuna up against Levante. These last 6 occasions between the two sides have seen 3 wins for Osasuna, 2 wins for Levante, 1 draw. They have played already this season. In Levante, it was a 1-1 draw. The last time they played in Osasuna was back in 2013. It was 1-0 win for Levante. So you've got to go back to 2013 for Osasuna's last victory. In fact, it was in Levante as well, 2-0 win back in February 2013. The record at Osasuna between these two sides has seen 4 wins for the hosts, 1 win for Levante and 1 draw. That 1 win was the last time that these two sides did play. So, yeah, they've not played well over in Osasuna, going back to 2006. Just the one victory for Levante. But will they be the favourites? Let's take a look at what the bookmakers have to say. Well, the bookmakers' odds currently has 11-10 for Osasuna favourites. 27-10 is the draw. Levante are actually 29-10 long shots on this one. Coming into this, though, the form table suggests Osasuna just one win out of 6. That's all the way back as well. Levante on the flip side, they're up to 12. Just 1 point better off than them as well. Back-to-back defeats for them heading into this, but 2 wins out of the past 4 are looking into. So a win for Osasuna could see them rise to 9th. A win for Levante could also see them rise to 9th. That's how tight it is in the table. It's very, very tight, but I'm going to give it to Osasuna with a 2-1 win to take all 3 points. Next up, we have Espanyol up against Bilbao. Espanyol, just the one defeat the past 4 games heading into this. Bilbao on the flip side, 4 draws on the spin. If you want to open up the odds or the form book a little bit further, it's just 1 win and 6 for Bilbao, 1 win and 6 for Espanyol. So 2 teams looking for wins and looking for points big time. Espanyol against Bilbao the last 6 occasions. 2 wins for Espanyol, 2 wins for Bilbao, and 2 draws along the way. They played earlier in the campaign. It was in October over in Bilbao. It was a 3-0 win. The last time they played in Espanyol, though, was back in 2018. It was a 1-0 win for Espanyol. Borja Igeles with the goal on the 41st minute. Bilbao have actually drawn the last 4 matches in La Liga, and Espanyol have actually failed to win the last 10 home matches, period, despite being under new managerialship. The bookmakers' odds on this one, the game takes place on the 25th of January. 29-10 for Espanyol, 2-1 is the draw, 11-5 is the away win. A win for Espanyol in 20th. Could see them rise to 18th. That will give them a new lease of life, potentially, to get themselves out of the drop zone. Bilbao on the flip side are 8th. A win for them could see them rise to as high as 5th, boys, and that would be getting right back into thick things for Champions League football. That's right. A lot on the table for both of these sides, relegation and Champions League football potential. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. Can't separate 2 sides. It'll be the 5th draw on the spin for Bilbao, and it'll be the first draw in a while. Actually, it'll just continue a nice recent spell. It would make just the one defeat out of the past 5 for Espanyol if they were to come out with that result. Next up, we have Valencia up against Barcelona. Probably the game of the weekend here. Valencia coming to 7th in the table. Obviously, a heavy defeat last time out. But before that, they were unbeaten in 5. Barcelona, though, unbeaten in at least a bunch. However, just 2 wins at the past 5. If you want to look at them, odds or the form in a little bit of a different light. The last 6 occasions between 2 sides. 1 win for Valencia, 3 wins for Barcelona, 2 draws along the way. They played earlier in the Camp Nou. It was a 5-2 win for Barcelona with Suarez with a brace, Piqué, Frenkie de Jong, and Ansu Fati, the youngster, on the score sheet. That made it 5. Valencia's goals coming through Kevin Gamero and Maxi Gomez. Like I said, Barcelona undefeated in the last 9 matches. Valencia are actually undefeated in the last 11 home matches. So their home form is what's going to keep them above water. Bookmakers' odds on this one, 90-5. Valencia, 70-5 the draw, 13-8 on Barcelona. Red hot favourites. This one, though, I don't know. I don't know about going with the bookies on that one. If I was a betting man, I'd probably play safe. I probably would go with Valencia. I'd take a little bit of a punt on that one. I went for Valencia in 7th. Could see them rise to 5th. And then for Barcelona, could put them outright leaders, depending on what goes elsewhere. It is tight, but I think Barcelona will just nick it. If push comes to shove, and you really, you want to get an accumulator going, then that sucker, it's tough to get about Barcelona. But the home form for Valencia does give me some doubt, and it's still new managerial time. You know what I mean? So that one, it's I went with 2-1 for Barcelona, but really, away from home, new manager. It could go the other way. It really could. I'm not trying to sway your votes though, but it is a tight one. It's tighter than it looks. Next up we have Alavés up against Villarreal. Alavés coming into this 14th in the table, 23 points on the board. 1 defeat at the past 4 for them. Villarreal on the flip side, they are now up to 9th in the table. 1 defeat at the past 5 as well for them. They did lose last time out, but before that was 3 games unbeaten. The last 6 are between 2 sides. 4 wins for Alavés, 2 for Villarreal, 0 draws. They did play earlier in the campaign over in Villarreal. It was a 4-1 win. And the last time they played over in Alavés, it was a 2-1 win for Alavés. That was back in 2018 with the goals coming from Jonathan Caleri and Borja Bastion for Alavés. Villarreal's one and only goal. Gerard Moreno getting that on the score sheet. Bookmakers' odds on this one game takes place on the Saturday. 9-5 for Alavés, 23-10 is the draw. 31-20 is the away win. Again, these are long odds because it's early in the week. Once it gets closer, I'm sure those odds are narrow. A win for Villarreal in 9th could see them rise to 6th. A win for Alavés in 14th could see them rise to 12th. I like Villarreal, to take this one as well. 2-0 win. put the 3 points in the bag and again move on to the table, possibly into your European contention once again. Sevilla against Granada, difficult one this one as well. Granada though struggling, and they're treading water in 10th, doing a good for their first season back in the top tier. 3 defeats in the past 4 for them, not the greatest form book. On the flip side, Sevilla just 1 win in the past 5 for them, 2 draws in that mix as well, 2 defeats in that cluster. A win for Sevilla this time out in 4th spot, conceding rise to 3rd. A win for Granada all the way down in 10th, conceding rise to 8th. Let's have a look at the numbers between the two sides. 3 wins for Sevilla, 3 wins for Granada the last 6. They did play in Granada earlier in the campaign. It was a 1-0 away win for Sevilla. The last time they played in Sevilla was a 2-0 win back in 2017 for Sevilla, with the goals coming from Ganso with a brace back in that day. Granada have actually lost the last 6 away matches, and have also failed to score in the last 4 away matches. Bookmakers odds on this one takes place on Saturday, 5-2 on for Sevilla. 70-5 is the draw, 8-1 is the away win for Granada. So, bookmakers going with Sevilla. The table says Sevilla. Form book says Sevilla. I also say Sevilla with a 3-1 win to take all 3 points. Into Sunday's action now. We take on Atlético Madrid up against Leganés. Leganés obviously heading into this in the drop zone, but not bad form. Just 1 defeat at the past 5 for them. Atlético Madrid also coming into this with a defeat last time out. Quite a convincing one as well. But before that, 3-game winning streak. They sit in 3rd in the table. A win could just strangle a bit of a stranglehold on that 3rd spot. A win for Leganés down in 19th could see them rise just a 1 spot to 18th. But the looks of things, it does look like a stone-cold home win. But let's take a look at the odds anyway, or the numbers. The last 6 between the two sides, 4 wins for Madrid, 2 draws along the way. They did play in Leganés earlier in the campaign. It was a 1-0 win for Atlético. And the last time they played in Madrid was a 1-0 win as well. So I wouldn't put bat against it being a similar scoreline this time out. Atlético are actually undefeated in 16 of the last 17 home matches in La Liga, and Leganés have actually failed to win the last 10 away matches, period. Bookmakers odds on this one takes place against Sunday, the 26th of January. 5-2 on for Madrid, 16-5 is the draw, 9-1 is the away win. Yep, they did lose last time out, but they get back to winning ways here. 2-0 win, convincing, clean sheet to boot for Atlético. Next up, we have Celta Vigo. That's right, Celta Vigo. Up against Eibar. The last 6 between two sides, 4 wins for Vigo, 2 wins for Eibar. They played earlier in the campaign. It was a 2-0 win for Eibar at home. The last time they played at Celta Vigo was a 4-0 win back in 2018. In the Segunda Division? No. It must have been in this division, right? Must have been. 4-0 win for Celta Vigo last time out. Iago Aspas with the brace. Brias Mendes with the 3rd. In fact, Iago Aspas getting himself a hat-trick on that day. Celta Vigo have actually drawn the last 3 home matches. And Eibar have actually failed to win 23 of the last 25 away matches. So they do like to lose when played away from home. The bookmakers' odds on this sucker. The bookmakers' odds on this sucker is evens for the victory for Celta Vigo. 5-2 is the draw. 14-5 is the away win. That's right, the away win, boys and girls. Let's have a look at the table once again. Celta Vigo coming into this 18th spot, a win away from getting out of the drop zone. Big win required. Eibar on the flip side, 16th spot as well, 22 points clear. 22 points at the moment. A win for them. We'll go to 13th. For me, going to go with a 2-1 win for Celta Vigo at home, and that'll give themselves a boost and possibly get themselves out of the drop zone, depending on what goes on between Sociedad and Mallorca. We'll talk about that in just a second. Next up, we have Getafe up against Real Betis. Getafe coming into this 5th in the table. They're up there again once again, boys and girls. 33 points on the board. They came into this on the back of a win, but before that was 2 defeats on the spin. A win for them this time around. They could go as high as 3rd. Meanwhile, Real Betis down the bottom of the table, or middle of the table. They're 11th, 27 points on the board. 1 defeat at the past 6 for them, 27 points on the board. A win for them this weekend against Getafe could see them rise potentially up to 8th. So look at the last 6 between the two sides. 2 wins for Getafe, 2 wins for Betis, and 2 draws along the way. They did play earlier in the season over in Betis. It was a 1-1 draw. The last time they played at Getafe was last season. It was a 2-0 win. Jorge Molina and Dimitri Fonquia, the goal scorers for Getafe on the day. Bookmakers odds on this bad boy, they're going to go with 21-20 for Getafe. 23-10 is the draw. 14-5 the away win. Going with a draw myself. I like seeing Getafe up there. Obviously a smaller nation, or it's not a nation. What am I talking about? A smaller club. And obviously they were in Europe, the Europa League last season. Can they go one better this season? Get into Champions League? It's on the cards, boys. It's on the cards. I'm not convinced by Sevilla or even Atlético Madrid at this this moment. Sociedad are fading big time. We'll talk more about Sociedad now, shall we? Let's take a look at Sociedad up against Mallorca. Must-win game for both sides. Mallorca need to get themselves up and at them, away from that drop zone. Not looking good completely for them. However, they did win the last match, but before that, they were 4 defeats in the past 5 heading into this. Sociedad on the flip side, back-to-back defeats for them. 1 win in the past 5 as well. Let's take a look at the last 6 between two sides. 4 wins for Sociedad, 2 wins for Mallorca. They did play in Mallorca earlier in the campaign. It was just before my birthday as well, back in the day. 1-0 win for Sociedad. The last time they played in, that was in Mallorca. The last time they played in Sociedad was a 3-0 win back in 2013. That's a throwback. Gonzalo Castro, Carlos Vela, and Diego Ifran with the goals for Sociedad. Mallorca losing the past 8, or 8 of the last 9 away matches. Heading into this bad boy. Let's have a look at the last 6 in Sociedad. 6 for 6 for Sociedad. So they've beaten Mallorca on all the occasions, going all the way back to 2006, including a cup game in amongst the mix. Bookmakers odds on this one, they go 42 to 100 on for Sociedad, 7 to 2 the draw. 7 to 1 is the way win for Mallorca, so they are long shots. Mallorca, if they were to win, wouldn't go nowhere. A win for Sociedad could see them rise to 5th. For me, going to go with a big fat 2-1 win for Sociedad to take the 3 points and maybe push towards the top 4 once again. Next up, and finally actually, Real Valladolid in 15th spot, 22 points on the board, up against Real Madrid in 2nd. These are the draw meisters at the moment. Real Madrid drawing 3 of the past 5 games. Valladolid drawing 5 of the past 6 heading into this. The last 6 between the two sides, 0 wins for Valladolid, 2 draws and 4 wins for Madrid. They did play early in the campaign in the Bernabeu. It was a 1-1 draw. And the last time they played in Valladolid was last season. It was a 4-1 win for Madrid. Rafael Varane getting a goal. Karim Benzema with a brace. And Luka Modric on the score sheet for Madrid. Casemiro getting himself sent off. And Anwar Mohamed, the one and only goal for Valladolid. Despite the drawing situation with Madrid, they're actually undefeated in their last 11 matches. And the bookmakers go with Madrid on this one as well, with 142 on for the Formula Liga winners. 15 to 4 for the draw, 13 to 2 for the home side on this one. Yeah, I can't go against Real Madrid. I'm going with a 3-1 win for them. But if Valladolid were victorious, they could see themselves rise to 13th. And win for Real Madrid, they could also go top of the table, depending on what goes on with the Barcelona game. And they'll know because that game would have wrapped up when they kick off. So that's my results. Get your predictions in the comment section down below, folks. And this is what the table would look like if my results were to come on in. It would still be as you were at the top of the table. Goal difference would be slightly better for Real Madrid. 46 points on the board and still hot on the heels. 8 points clear adrift. It will be Atlético Madrid and Sevilla. Biggest risers would probably be, I don't know, Leganés, Espanyol and Mallorca going down to the Segundo Division, boys and girls. But that, my friends, is what I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. And if you are new, make sure you smash that subscribe. If you want to check out the old description down below, there's links to my other social media platforms. I'm on Twitter regularly, Facebook occasionally. And, of course, I have a Patreon, which you should go check that sucker out. You can become a Patreon exclusive VIP member of the Blackburn Overseas gang, boys and girls. That's right. Anyway, folks, get your predictions in nice and early. The games come thick and fast now. This is it, folks, the tail end of 2020. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be Barcelona? Will it be Real Madrid? Or will it be a late surge from one of the youngsters, the other clubs? Until I see you all again, bang the thumbs up, bang the subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.